And for more on this, we're joined by the founder of Her Afghanistan, Mariam Wardak. Thank you for your time, Mariam. Now, with this removal of women's rights, it's very, progressive removal of rights for women there. I'm wondering what is the life and the role that the Taliban is really cornering women into?
I mean, it's quite obvious. We've been well aware of the Taliban's past and history and how they operate when it comes to females. There's nothing new. These are individuals who have been in the mountains and who have been excluded from society and the international community, or the foot soldiers per se, for decades. The fact that they've come into power, and I would like to reconstruct what the Afghan ambassador to the UN said. They didn't force take power. The United States pretty much laid down the red carpet for them, signed an agreement, and brought them back into power. We have to understand that the Taliban are half of the society. They are a strong force, but that does not mean they're the only force and they should be operating as they wish. The statement that they had provided does not fall under the Sharia law, which is Islamic law. It actually is formed in some sort of lens of cultural aspect, because we all understand that the fundamental rights of a woman is to be educated, to learn. Now, going towards how is this gonna impact young Afghan girls, we need to, as an international community, needs to be well aware that uneducated girls will bring sons into their homes, have sons, and if you have an uneducated mother, sons are going to fall into extremism because the mothers are not going to know how far the son is going. Not only this, the fact that many Taliban members are now forcing young boys to go to madrasas, which are Islamic schools versus public schools. In the beginning, when the Taliban made an announcement not to allow young girls to go to secondary school because they're reviewing curriculum, I had hope in the sense that maybe they are going to come with some sort of Islamic lens and work with other Islamic countries on how to bring an improved curriculum. But the fact that they've just made this announcement, they're handicapping half the society, and this is a threat to the world community.
Yes, when the Taliban in March did block girls from returning to secondary school, we were hopeful that they would stick to that promise of allowing them back once there was a revised curriculum. So do you see that happening at any time in the future, or is this announcement today just blowing that out of the water? And I wonder if you could just give a little bit of insight into the way that they make these announcements. They seem to be in quite a cruel way, very last minute, as girls are turning up to school to return, or, after they have gone through the grueling university admissions exams already.
Well, the decisions are not made by those individuals who are operating in Kabul. It seems that if you've seen the past statements, the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs and a few other ministers have vocalized the fact that they think that girls should be educated. But Haibatullah Akhundzada, who's the leader of the Taliban and who has been known to be the puppet of Pakistan's ISI, is the one that's making these drastic calls. The same way he made the drastic call when girls were going back to school in March, and then the day that they attended school, all of a sudden the girls were turned away. These are all leadership decisions by Haibatullah. Now, the concern here I have is why is Haibatullah, who pretty much it seems not to be operating in Afghanistan and is operating outside of Afghanistan and neighboring Pakistan, why the United States has decided to completely cut off discussions with Afghans, but is working as a strong ally with Pakistan, when Pakistan seems to have brought so much chaos and destruction to Afghanistan, per se.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. That's Mariam Wardak. She's the founder of Her Afghanistan. Thanks.